Yeah, so as I said, last time we met, we discussed the marketing mix, the 4Ps, and the corresponding forces.
Marketing strategy, right?
Exactly.
The generic policy.
Yes. Yeah, so it was the usual 4Ps: product, place, promotion, price. Yeah, and the corresponding forces.
We learned that in policy.
We learned that as well in international marketing strategy.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's the first topic. It's the marketing mix. So, marketing mix is actually an integral part of a firm's marketing strategy, sitting at the nexus between a company and the marketplace. So basically, it evolves together with the marketplace as well as its stakeholders. Now, on the global market, there have been actually some fundamental global drivers that have actually emerged, and they have had an impact on the marketing mix. Would you be in a position to know as to what are these factors? Factors that have actually impacted the marketing mix at a global level or international level?
Globalization.
Yeah, sure. How has globalization affected marketing mix?
I know the answer, but I don't know how to put it.
Try to put it.
For example, Malawi produces cocoa. Let's say coffee, Zulu coffee, right?
Yes.
It's produced in Malawi, and there's a big consumer demand outside the country, especially America and UK. So they import from Malawi. So Malawi exports its coffee to those countries. That way, Malawi is being known for its coffee, right? And globally, the coffee is being distributed, which is making Malawi be on the track of the coffee industry and stuff.
Okay. Why do you think this has been? This is possible because when it comes to life cycle of a buyer, for somebody to actually reach a point where he or she buys, there is a need for that person to know awareness, consideration, those things, the actual buying itself. So how is it that, taking your example, how is it that people are able to know that there is good coffee in Malawi?
Through recommendations, advertising, and
advertising how?
Well, okay.
Because somebody is in the UK, somebody is in the US.
How do they advertise for language and global level or international?
Yeah, those are the questions that.
That's what I think. Some people through recommendations, like you want a coffee, try this coffee out. And because of curiosity, some people try it out. Oh, you don't think the word. You're like word of mouth, some people through word of mouth thing. Direct messages, through direct messages, some people through direct messages like social media and stuff.
Good. So some of the factors that have actually have had an impact on the marketing mix, it's advancement in technology.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that.
I wanted you to bring up that thing. That is why I was asking you as to how the people in US, in America, Brazil know about Malawian coffee. talked of referrals and but I wanted, that thing to actually come out. Advancement in technology, socio-economic, and the geopolitical shifts, and environmental changes as well. All these factors have actually had a major impact on the market mix.
Okay, advancement in
socio-economic and the geopolitical shifts. Geopolitical shifts. In fact, the last one is environmental changes. You'll see how this has actually changed.
Geopolitical shifts and
environmental changes. Okay, so the marketing mix refers to the combination of controllable marketing variables that the firm uses to pursue the desired level of sales in the target market. I think that you are fully aware of. You just have to play around with the 4 P's in order for you to get the best from your target market. So because of that, it is part of and informed by the firm's marketing strategy and implemented by means of concrete actions that utilize various customer-facing instruments as well as channels. So when it comes to market mix, it is at the core of the firm's activities and processes for creating, that's a product, for communicating, promotion, delivery, distribution, and exchanging offerings that are value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Okay, so as I've said, there have been actually some global developments that have actually impacted our marketing mix. Okay. And from example, you've talked of globalization. We're now living in a global village, Yeah. We are now living in a global village. And this has been made easier because of advancement in what? In technology. Okay. Yeah. Initially, once you have a shop in area 47, in Biwi, in Siriza, you actually confined to those what? To those areas. But now people have got shops, people have got online shops, people have got platforms where they actually bring their business and stuff. You get that? So we are actually moving from this brick and mortar and we're now going what? We're going online, where the access is 24/7, where anybody can actually what? Can actually access those things. And initially, a lot of things have actually changed because of the same globalization. Initially, here, if you are the one who is actually selling suits, it means everybody will flock to you. You get that. These days, I will come and ask you, my friend, how much are you selling this? 120. Oh, 120, okay. I'll go on Alibaba or any online shop. I'll compare. My friend, no, looking at the quality that you have, this shouldn't be 120. You get that? Yeah, consumers are now, they are well informed. They've got a lot of options. Okay, unlike in the what? Unlike in the past. And that has also a bearing on how you do business, on how you interact with your customers. Initially, you say, I am the only one. But that is no longer the case. You get that. People will actually confront you. This product doesn't, match with the price that they're actually giving us. Because in China, this is blah, blah, blah. In Dubai, this is blah, blah, blah. In Tanzania, this is blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, that should be at the back of your mind. Things have actually changed. So the three fundamental shifts that have occurred are advancement. In fact, there are four. Advancement in technology, as I've said, socioeconomic and the geopolitical shifts and environmental changes. So the technological advancement have resulted in an increased interconnectedness. This has been due to the following: internet and Internet of Things, and a variety of portable smart devices. It's these things. You don't have to go to China. You don't have to go to Japan. You just log in, and then you choose your car. Okay? And then you go and pay. You see now? So, the relevant geopolitical shifts include economic growth of emerging markets and the dichotomous trends such as globalization, which you say, a facilitation of free trade, okay, and the rise of protectionism in other parts of the world, okay. So, in terms of environmental concerns, they have become increasingly important to many consumers and policymakers, with clear implications for manufacturers and retailers. It's not just about doing business, no. People these days are talking about green, being green. Mm-hmm. Do you know the meaning, no? Yeah. Being green. Being green. And you know what? There was what? We had COVID. It disrupted. Yeah.
But that time COVID, that's when the world was like a fresh air. Because a lot of people under Canada and everybody was confined to their homes, maybe under Canada and
and you remember there were restrictions?
Yeah.
Okay, so those people who had physical shops, it means that they really struggled when it comes to selling of their products as well as it could be goods or services.
Yeah.
They actually struggled. And those who actually were doing online businesses, they're not actually affected. You get that? Those things. So, as we shall see, the major effects of each of the global drivers on the three principal stakeholders inform us how the effectiveness and the deployment of marketing mix have evolved over time and will continue to change in the future. Okay. And on the other hand, these evolutions or these changes have also given companies new means and opportunities to leverage the marketing mix. Okay. And in addition to that, they have also, I would say, set new boundary conditions. Okay. Yeah. And as I've said, customers these days are now empowered. You get that? They're now empowered. It means that do you know CFTC consumer? These guys, they're into what? Competition for fair trading. If they see that some organization is trading or is doing business in such a way that it is able to disadvantage others, they're able to go and sue. Yeah, these things have been actually happening.
Oh, as in
disadvantaging. It could be in any, as long as it is, they think that it's whatever is actually being done is unethical.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're able to go and sue.
Like what happened with the company with that?
There is Airtel. Remember the issue of Airtel? Airtel. I remember this bonus, what?
Mobile.
No, not mobile, but bonus. I'm told whenever it expires, they used to, sell it to other people, what? But there was something to do with the bonus issue. The thing was actually referred to competition for fair trading, and yet it was actually told to reimburse the money to its customers. There was an issue of is it goodwill and mass and what? There was something like that. But then what I'm trying to say is that these things have been actually happening, but because we now have got consumers which are enlightened, okay, they travel because of globalization, they do appreciate how things in other countries are done, okay, and when they come back here, they look at our laws and then they say, but you know what? Yes, I know that things have been like this in the past, but things haven't been good or ethical, okay? Yeah, because it's the same society, man, which was actually accepting all these other things that you do see. But now, all of a sudden, people are saying, no, not this, not that, okay? Yeah, I remember in the financial sector, initially, when a business person wants to do business, yeah, could go to the bank, get the loan anyhow. But then you know what? With the issues to do with the green, I told you about green, with issues to do with environmental degradation, what is it that people are actually saying? People are now talking of green lending.
What?
Green lending. Before they actually give you money to start business, they make sure that whatever business you're actually involved in, it shouldn't actually result in environmental degradation. Yeah. So, things are changing. Things are changing. See, things are changing. Okay. So let's now discuss the four advancement in technology, empowerment of consumers via means to access and share information across the globe with clear implication of user-generated content on sales and stock returns. Okay. So there has been an empowerment of consumers, which I've already said. Yeah, via the means to access and share information across the globe with clear implications of user-generated content on sales and stock returns. Another thing has been drastic increase in choice freedom, which I've already said. Drastic increase in choice freedom via access to global products and services, coupled with effective filtering mechanism and automated recommender systems. Yeah, okay, the gist of the matter is that people have various options to buy from. Not only, yeah. Okay, even you know what, when somebody's looking for what, when somebody's looking for something, you go on Facebook, on Marketplace, you find lots and lots of stuff, same brand, you get that, but different prices. Sometimes it could be, or they could be actually brand new, but you find the prices are actually different. So people have got lots and lots of options. You can't actually confine them, would you? They want to come to me. No. At 18, there is a park, okay, full of cars, IT cars. They sell cars. Huh? You know that? You know that? 18.
What do you mean?
Do you know where there is a BB? BB filling station at 18.
There are two stations where 18. I
also know one. It's the same. Initially it was a BB and now they're calling it Puma. Okay, so, okay, there is There is what? There's BP here, and on that roundabout, there's a normally fleet of cars.
Yes.
Okay? So if there was no Facebook, if there was no internet, you could go there, and somebody would actually challenge you. What I'm offering you is the cheapest, or this is the best price. You get that? But you know what? This is what is actually happening. You go there, you ask for a price of a vehicle, you get it. What do? You go on Facebook, you check in Blanda, you check here, you check in Zonda, and then you make what? An informed decision. You can even go further. You check on B-Forward, SBT, Autocom, and try to check the difference. The difference is 100,000, and I won't have to wait for 4 weeks. I'll buy myself. Why? Because of what? Advancement in technology.
And then you keep guys out. What is better? Going out and go out or go out because see when you cash to extra charges. For example, maybe renting is a bond. Well, go out and highway and
yeah, it depends what you want. It depends what you want, because some actually have argued that there are instances whereby those guys, they inflate the prices very much. Okay, maybe a difference of 500,000. Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Is this
Yes. 500,000, yet if I buy myself, I'll save 500,000. If I just stay for 4 weeks, if it's an emergency, fine and good, you can buy. If it's not an emergency and you don't have money to waste, you can wait.
But as for me, I don't have the patience to do that year for like 4 weeks.
You just said that you don't have the patience.
Yeah. Sometimes this is not one of those machines. Yeah, it's rare. Yeah, what happens? Insurance is later.
Yeah. But he's seen us.
That don't No.
Yeah, it's there. Okay, so you've seen us. That is why I didn't want to bother. That is why I didn't want to bother. You actually saw this. Okay, so basically, it's a continuation of what we started last week. We are discussing marketing mix, but then on a global level, and how some factors have actually affected the marketing mix. And in our discussion, we said that the factors that have had an impact on the marketing mix are advancement in technology, geopolitical shifts, socio-economic, as well as environmental changes. Okay, so can you say something about advancement in technology? How this has actually impacted marketing mix? We just say before we move on.
Is it advancement in technology where some people, for example, when they were selling the shop, they want to buy something, but before they buy, they have to make sure on the internet if the price is, or we say the word like, just to increase the choice freedom, whereby customers have the choice to either buy from you or just order online.
Yeah, but then that has been possible because of internet. Yeah, technology. Okay? Yeah. The issue of place, you're supposed to tell your what? What it means when it comes to place, you're supposed to tell them. Place.
Yeah.
Where you do your trade.
Most of the time, you see the reach your bottom of that.
You see now? Yeah, so those are the things. The other thing, it's socio-economic and geopolitical shifts. Socio-economic and geopolitical shifts. Good. There's been a surge in demand for ethical behavior of brands. Okay. Increasing broad, affluent, upper middle class in emerging markets. And in addition to consumers, global orientations, emergence of a cultural shift towards a more intense local focus as consumers develop pride for national and local brands. Okay. You remember, we actually said that first of all, you're supposed to do a bit of research, try to identify needs and of your what? Of your customers. Okay. So that you do. Okay, I think these are the needs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but because of socio-economic and geopolitical shifts, I mean, the trends are actually changing. There are some people, they say, I know how to put on what Gucci. Huh? You know, it's Gucci throughout. You get that? I have seen the Europeans, when they come here, they go there. What is it that they do? They put on residential stuff. Even here, you are saying that on Fridays, you're supposed to put on what? In government, special offices, they're saying you're supposed to put on what? On cultural, you know, that kind of a thing. Okay, so at some point, people are taking pride in putting on some big brands. You get that? You should put on Adidas, you should put on, you know, those things. It means that you are, but that was also through exposure. It means that, I mean, you were exposed to some foreign or international culture. Okay. You go do your masters in US, you come there, you are changed person. How you talk, how you walk, how you have your hair cut, how you dress, everything. You get that. But then after some time, you find yourself what? Putting on what? Local attire. You know? I know there is this guy. You know Kevin Silungu? Do you know Kevin Silungu? Kevin Silungu of Aquameds. They call it Aquameds. Okay, he has got a page, blah blah blah. I'm told he puts on Jukes. That guy. Jukes has got his brand of clothes. So I'm told in Malawi it is Aquameds who actually normally puts on what? Jukes as what? Clothes. See?
But it's a clothing line?
Yeah.
Zagia?
Yeah?
Zagia clothing line?
I don't know the name, I don't know. But what I learned.
Always wears those kind.
Yeah. But what I was told is that it's actually Jukes who is the owner of that clothing line. Yeah.
From Malawi?
No, from Tanzania. He's a singer.
Oh.
He's a singer. Yeah. You see, so you know all those things you have to take into account. You have to take into account. In other words, you are supposed to be alert. of what is actually happening, the trends and everything. You're supposed to be alert. So all these things, they're impacting our what? Marketing mix. All these things are impacting our marketing mix. I hope you are getting what I'm saying. Okay, and I told you on environmental changes I was discussing with her, for example, in the banking sector, issues to do with green lending. Even here, okay, there's been emergence of legislation addressing environmental shifts. Issues to do with carbon. You remember? Carbon what?
Carbon emissions.
Carbon emissions. And this time around, whenever you're buying a car, you're supposed also to pay for what? You're supposed to pay something for emission of what? Carbon. That's what they say.
Or about the Go Green initiative.
Yes.
So do you really think that's going to work?
It's working. We pay, my friend. We do pay.
I mean, like for everybody to switch to, like, for example, apparently they're saying green at the end of 2030 or 40, everyone should use an electrical car. Do you really think that is going to work?
It's not everyone.
I don't think it's
Here they use green. It's specific countries, not everyone.
Exactly, those countries, do they really think
Yeah,
that
they
it's
can
going
do
to
it. Just the same like your father in your house, if he tells you that by 5 o'clock, starting from tomorrow, everyone should be here.
Now, what about the people who can manage to buy those cars? Because those cars are not cheap.
They are not expensive also.
You know what?
What did you say?
You know what? Let me tell you. If a car, okay, have you heard what was being discussed in Blantyre during pre-budget sessions? Okay, there are actually some consultations that are actually going on, and there was a proposal that all the cars that are more than 10 years old, they are not supposed to be imported in Malawi.
They're supposed to be imported. Yeah.
If that becomes a law, then it means that nobody will be importing a car that is more than 10 years. So what you do is you put that thing into law, then everybody is going to respect that. Just like the carbon tax that I'm talking about. Okay? We do pay because what? It was actually discussed in Parliament and it became into what? Into a law.
They said no plastic bags.
Okay?
Yeah.
No, there are no plastic bags.
It's a law.
You see now? Potential shift in consumer habits and routines due to the perpetuated COVID-19 lockdowns. You remember? Good. Yeah, so in summary, there are actually global drivers which have had a major impact on our marketing mix. It's these ones: advancement in technology, socio-economic and geopolitical shifts, as well as environmental changes. People these days are talking of what? Sustainable product attributes. Once you finish, you don't have to throw whatever you actually
No, they will use you agent.
Exactly. Just go in the refill. Yeah, those things, man. But initially, once you finish, these days they will sue you. They say, no. Go and refill or go and give back to the
Recycle.
manufacturer and is going to recycle. So all those things.
Oh, yeah,
They were not there in 1990s, 1980s. It is because of what? These things. Okay? Yeah. Okay, I don't know if you've got questions before we move on to our next topic. Okay, good. So our next topic of discussion is on marketing, segmentation. Market segmentation.
Marketing. Or marketing segmentation. Simple.
It's market segmentation. Okay. Why do you think there is a need for market segmentation? Just want to ask. Why do you think there is a need for market segmentation? Why?
It becomes easier to provide to know the right product to use. So for you to make enough profits.
Why do you think, hello?
Yeah.
Why do you think there is a need to segment our market?
Isn't like market segmentation grouping or grouping your money? Isn't that?
So why should you group your market like that?
To see which way is better, which initiative is better to take so that the market can grow in the market. So that you produce a food that should grow in the how. Yeah.
Okay.
The channels, guys, and use those channels to know
Okay. You know what? I'll give you an example. There is one thing that I want you to be aware of, is that mass marketing for all the customers doesn't work. Do you know that? Yeah, it can't work. It can't work because customers, they value when it comes to their buying habits. So you can't just, no. You get that. And customers are also what? They're different. They're different. So because of that difference, they're supposed to be treated what? Separately.
Because I'm an influence, I'm manufacturing.
Okay. So what you're supposed to do is you focus on the buyers who have got greater interest in your what, in your value, rather than wasting time, money, and resources on people who can't actually buy from you. Okay. So that is why it is important that there is a need for businesses to actually segment their market.
Because that was the answer of why the market segmentation is needed. Because of,
Yeah.
Okay, in short, maybe we should simplify things again. What do you understand when you say market segmentation? Market segmentation.
It's separating your things.
Things. No. Mona Lisa, why are you doing this? Because customers are too numerous and diverse in their buying requirements. That is why businesses need to segment their markets so that they can actually save those customers more effectively. So segmentation has nothing to do with your products and the things. Okay. It has to be mentioned that the most targeted marketing strategies are normally built around meeting each customer's unique requirements. Okay. That should be at the back of your mind. The idea, the purpose is to meet each customer's requirement. Okay. Are we together now? Good. Okay, so when it comes to market segmentation, this is what you do. You identify and profile the distinct groups of buyers who might require separate products or marketing mixes. Okay, when it comes to steps, first of all, you identify and profile distinct groups of buyers who might require separate products or marketing mixes. And thereafter, you select one or more market segments to enter. You select one or more market segments to enter. And then you establish and communicate the product's key distinctive benefits in the market. That's market position. You establish and communicate the product's key distinctive benefits in the market. Okay. So market segmentation aims to increase a company's precision marketing. In contrast, sellers that use mass marketing engage in the mass production, distribution, and promotion of one product for all buyers. Why, man? We are trying to avoid this situation. We're not doing mass marketing. That's exactly what happens there when you're descending. One day, they bring you a small shoe. And they say that this one is wonderful. This one will fit you. Come on. Do you know my size? They bring a show of some baby girl. Do I have a daughter? And they'll sell it to everyone in that minibus. Or everyone who is actually passing. You get that? So he will actually spend his energy selling to this one, to this one, to this one. And like if he knew that this one has got a baby, this one, he will go straight to that person and get the desired word. The desired results, which is what? Money. This is what? This is a university. You've got a tuck shop. Basically, I would think of stationery, ballpoint pens, maybe snacks. Come to think of it, you bring diapers. Who's going to buy diapers here? Who's going to buy diapers? Just because, I mean, I see people actually selling diapers. Who's going to buy diapers? You've missed it. So we don't want that. We want to focus. We want to focus. There's nothing like one size fits all. No. Nothing like that. Okay. So let's discuss now levels of market segmentation. In fact, there are four levels of market segmentation. We've got segments, we've got niche, we've got local areas, and then we've got what? Individuals. We've got segments, we've got niche, we've got local areas, and individuals. Local areas and individuals. So let's now discuss a segment market. A market segment consists of a large identifiable group within a market with similar wants. This is a segment market. It consists of identifiable group within a market. You've got a market, but this one is actually a large identifiable group with similar wants. Hello? Okay. A market segment consists of a large identifiable group within a market with similar wants. So they've got similar wants. Okay. They've got same purchasing power. Okay.
Same purchasing power.
Yeah, they've got the same purchasing power. Same purchasing power. Geographical location. Purchasing power, they are ability to buy something. Geographical location. Buying attitudes or buying habits. Okay. So because the needs, preferences, and behavior of segment members are similar, but not identical. Okay? Some have urged that marketers need to present a flexible market offering instead of one standard offering to all members of a segment.
I'm lost.
You're lost. Okay. Because the needs, the preferences, and behavior of segment members are similar. They're just similar. They're just similar, but not identical. marketers need to present flexible market offerings instead of one standard offerings to all members of a segment. Need to present a flexible market offering instead of one standard offering to all members of the segment. I'll give you an example. We all need transport, don't we?
Yeah.
We all need transport, also. Good. Good. We all need transport. Yeah. If you look at it, it's a mix of people. There's some people, they are very rich. There's some people, they are average. There's some people, they are poor. Look at that. There's some people there, the two-car business. They major in Benz. One. Do you know that? How many people, I don't know how many people can afford Benz anymore. I don't know how expect it. So today they will sell your Benz, but they don't know when they also sell other Benz. You get that? There's some people, they don't have finance. They will buy expensive cars. They will buy average. They will buy near. They will buy art. The purpose of all these things, these vehicles, is to move one person from point A to point what? B. But then these people have got different tastes. You get it? They've got different tastes, these people. These people, in terms of buying power or purchasing power, yes, they have. They all have the ability to buy a car. But then, when it comes to brands now, that's where it differs. So as you can see, this is actually an offering, okay? Remember I've said it has to be flexible. Offering. So that you can meet various needs of what? Of people. So having, you get things. I'll also give you another example. When you go in Shoprite today, there's this sugar from South. There is a big what? And then there is what? Yeah. It's the same offering. It's yogurt. So those people that can actually afford that thing, they will buy that thing. And those people that cannot afford that thing, they'll buy those things. Is it 6 pack or what, something like that? You know, they've been saying 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg, 1 kg. 1 kg, 1 kg, 2 kg, 2 kg. Do you know what people do? People buy 1 kg and load them into what? 100 grams, 200 grams. You see that? They missed it. And you know when sugar was scarce, what is it that we had? We had that the law has come up with small particles. Even society, they said that they come up with what? They discovered that they actually missed it. So the offer has to be flexible. You don't have to be what? Rigid. I do this, I do this. No. So that's basically what they're saying. We all need sugar, don't we? Yeah. Our babies need yogurt. Yeah. Okay. So segmenting market allows a firm to create a more fine-tuned product or service offering and price it appropriately for the target audience. Underline that. And price it what? Appropriately. Allows a firm to create a more fine-tuned product or service offering. Segmenting market allows a firm to create a more fine-tuned product or service. Segmenting market allows a firm to create a more fine-tuned product or service offering and price it appropriately for the target audience. Okay, niche marketing. A niche market is a more narrowly defined group. It's a more narrowly defined group. Typically a small market whose needs are not being well served. A niche is a more narrowly defined group. Typically a small market whose needs are not being well served.
Which needs are not
being well served. Saved. And the market as usual identify niche by dividing a segment into sub-segments, okay? Or by defining a group seeking a distinctive mix of benefits. Okay? I remember, I'll give you an example here, Kombeza, okay? When Kombeza lady was being interviewed, she actually said that the reason why she came up with Kombeza was because she noted that a lot of, I think in almost of the shops, then yogurt was being imported from what? From South, okay? And because it was being imported from South, it means that the price was even, higher, okay? And the most mothers, okay, most families, okay, could not manage to buy yogurt for their babies. I'm told even her, meaning, she said, yeah, she used to struggle. So that is why she thought of actually of starting manufacturing yogurt. And if you had to go to the initial stages, her yogurt was very cheap. I remember that was it 1 liter, what?
1 bite.
That bottle. Initially, he used to sell those bottles. That bottle, it was less than 1,000 then, and people would flock. Okay, so he identified the what? A niche, and then plus. The reason why you have Monorama, it is because Monorama it established that there are some Malawians who actually apply their trade in South Africa. So they normally go and come back, go and come back. But they can't afford what? An air ticket. You get it? So whilst we are busy, Stagecoach or whatsoever bus company can think of, we are busy commuting Blantyre to Lilongwe. Those guys, they say, we'll be commuting from Lilongwe to Joburg. We don't go to Joburg. And the guys, they're still here. Yeah, they're still making money.
Mwana is from which country?
Zimbabwe. See, niche. You identify a group whose needs are not being met, are not being well served. You know, with this thing called healthy living, when I was growing up, when we talk of sausage, it meant beef sausage or pork sausage. These days we've got soya sausage because we've got vegetarians and they like soya sausage. Yes, because when they're eating that thing, yeah, it's like they're eating beef. But you and me, some would actually just come up with a product that looks like, meat. It's meaty when in fact it's not meat. They are saving those guys, those vegetarians. There are some people. Have you seen the emergence of juice bars? This juice bars. It's a bar, but then you only get juice, and it's expensive. You see now? They're taking care of these guys who don't drink, as in beer. They don't take wine. They don't take fizzy drinks. So these guys, they normally go to those bars. They sit as if, just like people can sit in these bars where people drink alcohol, and they'll be chatting whilst they what? They're enjoying their juice. And people are making money because there are a few of these bars. You and me, the moment we think of a bar, we think of what? Where they sell liquor. Yeah, it happened. A liquor shop. But no. Somebody says, no, it's not everybody who drinks. Let me open this thing. And they are cashing in a lot of money.
And opening the doors. Really, you can't open it. Because if you don't know, it's very hard. Because you can open it, many times the same. But liquor.
I know. Liquor, 98% of people that may actually pass by, they will definitely,
That's the thing. Of course, they might be making money, but not
compared to the liquor guys. That is very true. On that one, you're very right. Yeah, there isn't much traffic. But they're getting something.
Of course.
They're getting something. Because as I've said, in niche, you target a group of people whose needs are not being what? Are not being well served. Are not being well served. Okay. I believe we are together. Good.
Are these not posted on the feed?
Yeah?
Are these not posted on the feed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's now go to local marketing. Target marketing is leading to some marketing programs that are tailored to the needs and wants of local customer groups.
Local marketing is what?
Target marketing is leading to some marketing programs that are tailored to the needs and wants of local customer groups. So when you talk of local customer groups, you're talking of trading areas, you're referring to neighborhoods. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So the way is leading to some marketing
Programs
Okay.
that are tailored to the needs and wants that are tailored to the needs and wants tailored to the needs and wants of local customer groups.
Groups.
Yes,
Give us an example.
trading areas, like here. What is our trading center? It's there. One day.
Oh, so it's a marketplace.
Yeah, it's a local.
Marketplace.
Yeah, trading areas, neighborhood 15, 14, 6. Those are our neighbors. And even individuals. Okay, by local marketing, this is what happens. You focus on your on where you actually are. Basically, you focus on where you actually are. You don't do an advert aiming at somebody who is in GT. Yeah. So anything that you're actually doing, your target clientele are what? Yeah, the locals, your neighbors, the nearest trading centers. Okay? Yeah. Okay, like for example, there is this other bank, they call it Citibank. Okay? Citibank, yeah. So, now this will actually operate. I'm told the culture at Citibank, working culture that is each and every branch, okay, does its operations in order to serve its locals better. So in other words, the service and everything that you find in this part of the world or region will be different from what you will find when you go to Citibank in Zuzu. Because they focus on the what? On the area in which they actually operate. Yeah, even me, yeah, that's right. Yeah, true. Not that this is what we believe in. This is what at head office they told us.
Because in some places we can go, a lot of people are interested. So you may end up feeling like they know everything, which will be actually not good.
Exactly. In fact, I'll give you an example of what happened. The accounts relationship manager went to visit this other person. He's a wealthy guy, he's very rich. So they went there, bombarded with a lot of English with an accent. And the customer said that, I know, I've heard you from God. And the customer called the MD and said, the person whom you sent, is she married? And then he said, yes. So you guys, you don't work with money. It is me who work with money, not with this. So you can't actually bring somebody whom I kept saying, come again, come again, come again. I think you can give come. I will bank this money with people back. Your friends were here. We had a very good conversation in teaching. But you guys have to trap me with this knowledge. So you see?
Also tell there are these, I think, congregation is going to accept.
Yes.
So when they are promoting them, some kids, they're thinking, like, some kids, like, the kids will know that they're doing.
You know, love is for innovation. I think that's what we
Yes, it's
refer
also like you're supposed to lead your customers. There's a man who's like, you're supposed to lead your customers.
No, there are some people, they don't have, that ability to discern that things are not working.
That's why sometimes you are doing personal selling, you're supposed to send someone who's like even knows Kichewa. Maybe you are sending invoices like who knows Tumbo.
Yeah, exactly. That's very true. 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 You don't just have to generalize, you know what, I'll go there and do it myself. It doesn't work. Okay. So, they say, those favoring local marketing see national advertising as wasteful because it fails to address local needs. Okay?
Those favoring local marketing
see national advertising as wasteful because it fails to address local needs. However, there are also arguments that local marketing drives up manufacturing and marketing costs by reducing economies of scale.
As wasteful?
Yes, as wasteful because it fails to address local needs.
Address
local needs.
So, the other point.
On the other hand, opponents argue that local marketing drives up manufacturing and marketing costs by reducing economies of scale.
The other hand.
Opponents argue that local manufacturing drives up, local marketing drives up manufacturing and the marketing costs by reducing economies of scale.
Marketing costs and what?
But it drives up manufacturing and marketing costs by reducing economies of scale.
By reducing
Economies of scale. You know what that means,
By reducing
economies of scale. You don't know what that means? Tony, do you know what economies of scale is?
What people are able to spend.
Okay. Remember, we've got people. This one is selling Benz. Huh? 20 million. He'll sell two, in fact, he'll sell two Benz in a year.
So that's for me.
Okay? And his profit is 10 million in a year. And this one is selling Mira or Auto. Okay? Let's just say 3 million. Okay? And his what? And his profit is 1 million. Okay? So you look at the economy of a lot of people can afford it, yeah? You get that?
Yeah.
So this Mira guy, because a lot of people can afford that, this Mira guy may be saving 4 million in a month. You get that? So in a month you'll be getting what? 1 million. Huh? And in a year, it will be 12,000. Which will be what? 48. Then it means that you get what? 48 million per minute. What is it? This one is because of economies of what? Scale. This one didn't realize that. I'll give you another example. There's been a complaint that Malawi, when we import stuff, we want to charge them.
You want what?
They want to charge them. That's what I was told.
It's true.
Yeah, so I actually purchased a t-shirt, South Africa, at 2,000. Everything, including MRI, everything. And then here, I'll be selling it at what? 4,000. You get that? 4,000, eh? So this is what our colleagues, our friends, our neighbor, the Burundians do. They also get 2,000, and they'll be selling it at what? Even 2.8 or 2.5. Okay? So as we are going to start to offload this 4,000 thing. Okay? Because people will be flocking to our neighbors, the Burundians. They will go there. So the Burundians will be selling 10 t-shirts per day, which will translate into what? 25,000. You get that? And us will be offloading this thing after maybe 2 months. 1 t-shirt or 3 months. So this one is using what? Economies of scale.
Because I knew the price.
Yes.
So I said, maybe the women are already.
Yeah.
So I didn't give him the money.
Yes.
So after giving him the money, he said the money is already. I said, just give me back the money. I said, look, just add a little. I said, no.
Yeah.
So what's the price? I said, no. I said, I'm not telling you what to sell here. I'm not to sell it. I just want my money back.
Yes.
Because I can't afford it.
Yes. You see? So when you focus on the locals, it means that you confine yourself to the locals, and you neglect the other 15 million plus people that are here around. So by the end of the day, you deny yourself of good manners. So that's what they meant here. Okay, let's now go to individual marketing. Okay, the ultimate level of segmentation leads to segments of one, customized marketing or one-to-one marketing. When you talk of individual marketing, we are talking of segments of one, customized marketing or one-to-one marketing. You actually single out somebody and then you target that person. So for centuries, consumers were saved as individuals. Okay? They were actually saved as individuals. The suits. When the suits were being made, it was Budija. An individual has been identified. He wants the suit, and the tailor will make that suit for him or her. Yeah. Okay. Same with the shoe. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is that much business-to-business marketing today is what? It is customized. In that a manufacturer will customize the offer, logistics, communication, and financial terms for each major account. I'll give you an example, guys. You know, these clothes that are worn by celebrities, do you think, like, if I buy a watch, even if it's similar to that of the celebrity, do you think the price will be the same? Yes?
It can be the same, depends. But the thing is, which these days affect money.
No, I'm not looking at we should rule out the possibility of counterfeits.
No, I'm saying like, of course, there are some brands which make things for individual, the road when they're making a car, they make sure that each and every car is different from the other, no matter how similar it is, but they are different. Because when they make your car, they ask you what is your so that they should customize it different. Yeah, and almost this is one of the companies which is like almost like 100% sure making things different from the other. Well, others, of course they make, but not that much. Because at some point they want to make more money.
Yeah, sure.
Well, those guys are sticking just to their cut.
I see.
But if you want to do living, that's what I'm saying.
No.
Like that.
Okay, the point that I'm trying to put across is that are the prices even? Are they uniform?
No.
No, definitely not.
Because individual things.
Yes, okay.
For individual things,
Yes.
there are prices. Because the more you want it to be customized, the more they charge you.
Yeah.
So the price, it depends on how you want it to be.
Yes. Yeah, I get your point. I'll give you another example. When they're getting this, when you want to get married, they go to this lady who bakes cakes. So they say, I want you to be 7 years old after the body married. I want you to be 10, those things. I want you to be like this, like this. Yeah, so they say, okay, if you want you to be like this, it will be 350. If you want you to be like this, it will be 300. If you want it to reach 15 years, after, yeah. Remember? Yeah. I think it was used to and then it disappeared. Yeah, we ate it. You see now, so yeah, it's an issue. You customize it and then what? You charge. Okay.
But I think it's healthy.
That's what they say. They say that it won't go bad. Yeah, they put branding. They put branding. What?
It is okay because sometimes we have like some wine. They will say this the expensive it is.
Oh yeah. Sure, you're right. Yeah, you see. So it's the same concept. Yes, yeah. It's the same concept. Same concept. You are following? Okay. Now let's discuss patterns of market segmentations. Patterns of market segmentation. So when it comes to patterns of market segmentation, what we're saying is that market segments can be built up in many ways. And one common method is to identify preference segments. So you identify preference segments. Preference segments. So this is what actually happens. when it comes to patterns of market segments. We've got, okay, let's say you would like to find out something. You want to confirm how, whether people really prefer the state of that thing or not. So you find out there are some people, they really prefer that thing, depending on whatever factors. Okay? You call this what? Homogeneous. Homogeneous preference, as you can see. And then you have a situation whereby consumer preference may be scattered throughout the space. Okay? This is called what? Diffused preference. You get it? Diffused. Yes, you've established that there are some people, they really like what you're offering, but then it's diffused, it's scattered, you know? And then, the last one, you've got clustered preference. I've actually said clustered, You know? From the word what do you think the word clustered is coming from? You don't know what clustered is?
Cluster?
Cluster. You know clusters, when they say clusters, it's like what? Mandated cluster. So yeah, clustered preference. So you got this one, okay, at one place, you've got this type of preference, and then you've got diffused, and then clustered, spread. Okay. So on homogeneous, as I've said, homogeneous, stay more or less like same preference, Yeah, more or less like the same preference, and they are called natural segments. Okay, in diffused, consumers' preference may be scattered throughout the space, okay, indicating great variance in consumer preference. Okay. And then we've got clustered preference. These reveal distinct preference clusters. Okay, they reveal distinct preference clusters called natural market segments. Okay. So smart marketers, they examine such segmentations patterns carefully to better understand the various positions they might take in a market and the competitive implications. Like, okay, for example, last time, if you've got those groups of people, okay, as you can see, the preferences are actually scattered. What does that mean? You're going to introduce products of different brands to suit those different ones, those different type of people. Yeah. Because if you introduce one brand, yet those guys have got different preferences, what will happen? It will only be one group that will like your product. The moment your competitor introduces another brand, definitely you're gone. Definitely you're gone. Okay. So next time we meet, we're going to discuss basis of segmenting consumer markets. Okay? Yeah, things like demographics. Yeah. Demographics, geographic basis for segmenting consumer markets. That's what I'm going to discuss. Okay. I haven't reached this far. I think it's time.
We want time.
Hmm?
We want time.
Okay, yeah, you will.